Good evening, namaste. This is True Alessandra with 3 sequences from my breathing and movement practices that I've used for over 40 years. And the first one is the standing mountain pose called Tadasana. What we're going to do is have our feet about hip width apart, a little bend in our knees and our elbows, of course, our shoulders loose, arms dangling to our sides, wiggling a little bit. Our feet fully planted, grounded into the floor, our head stretching up. Our head retracted a little bit, but not poking out for sure. So we'll allow ourselves to receive 4 breaths in this standing, comfortably and grounded position. It's also called Wu Qi in the Tai Chi system. Breathing in through the nose, expanding the abs on the exhale, fully exhaling, collapsing the ab muscles toward the backbone. Inhale through the mouth now, as you suck air like through a straw. Exhale through the mouth like we're blowing out a candle to a count of 8. Inhale through the nose to a count of 4. Out through the mouth to a count of 8. Sinking further into a relaxed stance. And lastly, in through the mouth and out through the nose, letting any angst out of our system with a which helps the respiratory system clearing mucus, great for COVID prevention or even treatment. Namaste, that is the standing pose called the mountain Wu Qi and Tai Chi. Secondly, we're going to do a system of breath exercise which I've used with 6,000 people in my 20-year massage, 50-year yoga practice called the 3-way neck stretch. You can do this seated or standing. So let's, for a variety, let's do a little seated 3-way neck stretch. We might have time for a standing one too. We're going to sit with our legs crossed, hands folded in our lap. Just feel our breath flowing, noticing the unique rhythm of our own breathing. No different than the retina scan or fingerprints that make us so much a one-of-a-kind human being. Dropping our chin to our chest, breathing out through the mouth fully. Wobbling our head a little side to side, shoulders down. Now visualizing a picture of our healthiest self in our mind. Holding that image as we breathe in, letting the cervical spine stack one on top of the other. In the fully upright position with our head over our shoulders, equally between the 2 shoulders, we're fully present, and we're happy to be so. As we turn our head to the left shoulder with our chin entering that space over there, we let go of anything past that's stressful to us. No need to name it. Inhale, let the head just float gently and slowly back to the point between our shoulders, the precious present. Breathing out through the mouth, fully exhaling, turning our head to the right shoulder and willing to let go of any future things to do after this experience. Slowly pivoting our head back between our shoulders, and then for just 4 or 5 seconds, maybe with the eyes closed, feeling this present moment and how unique it is and how much it is a one-of-a-kind time this very day. Namaste. That is the three-way neck stretch by True Alessandra. Now I will come to standing again in a very flowy way, up through the chair pose, then back into the mountain pose, feet apart. We're going to let the arms dangle again and the knees loosen. This is best done first thing in the morning, maybe right out of bed. Inhale, arms overhead, interlocking our fingers, pointing the index fingers up, stretching up with an inhale, and exhale, folding at the waist. Dangling our arms, head and trunk on the first one. And as we slowly come up with our body to a fully erect position, we're going to slowly breathe in and fill the lungs and stack the lumbar vertebrae on the sacrum, inhaling up halfway, hands cupping the knees, breathing in some more, stacking the thoracic vertebrae on the lumbar, and finally all the way up, stacking our cervical spine vertebrae on top of our thoracic spine. As we're all the way up, we can do a very relieving push of our low back with our hands. Exhale. Inhale back to center. Doing that one more time, this with a little bit of effort. Arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Let our arms dangle if we can, maybe touch our toes. If so, encircle the toes with the first two fingers. Pull up with the fingers and push down with the toes. Stretching our legs and arms. Inhale, squatting into chair pose again. Maybe if we're balanced up onto the balls of our feet. And that's our standing forward bend. So we've received 3 little yoga moves and movement practices. The Wu Chi mountain pose position, the three-way neck stretch, and the standing forward bend with a chair pose. Namaste.